All right, guys, welcome back to Dominion Domination. I haven't been here for a while because not much has been happening. So let me just catch you up on, as you know, I have to capture 4 of the oil fields. Only one can win. There can be only one. And I opted instead of going for my local oil field to go ahead and go for one of the island oil fields and then directly for Baghdad. From there, I don't necessarily have to go for Baghdad, and let me show you why. There's only 2 active players still on my side of the map. Let me see if they're at war with each other. This guy is pretty truncated here. He's at war with Spain. Are you Spain over here? Yes, you are. So they're at war with each other. That's wonderful news for me. And it's reflected in the oil field. So it's not so great that the Ramadi garrison has attacked out, and then whoever he has attacked over here has left the game. You can see there's no more guy there. Another thing you can look at, of course, this is something new that I learned, is that this means AI, this means an actual player. So I've had that idea in the past. I was like, well, what happens if a player is still in the game but his capital gets taken? You won't see his name, but he's still in the game. So this is new to me, and I saw that on the Reddit 1914 Supremacy. It's r/Supremacy 1914. If you're interested in joining that Reddit, it's pretty informative. Lots of good stuff there. So anyway, the idea being here, though, that this is going to be a powerful garrison because the AI that runs Ramadi is going to be gathering infantry from all of these provinces, as well as, don't forget, all these double resources go to the AI, and he uses it to build stuff, factories and units. So this is going to be progressively harder to defeat. So after I take this and secure it, and all the rest of this, I want to take all this red so that I'm not at war on the island anymore. I may wheel back around and capture this. That's just for the future. We'll see what happens. Also, of curiosity, okay, these are different. These are different core here. Anyway, let's look around the map and see how the other players are doing with their oil fields. So this is still the garrison. Because it has another territory, somebody attacked, and he attacked back and captured something from them. These should all be circles, as you see here. If it's not a circle, that means someone attacked in and the garrison attacked back and gave him a little bit of a spanking. Same thing over here, the Kut garrison. Again, somebody attacked in, somebody got spanked. Same thing on the island over here. Someone went early to the island, just as I did, and they got their little bottom spanked. They lost the battle and got driven backwards. And again, the same thing at Najaf. So every single other garrison has either been not attacked, like these two and Baghdad, of course, or someone has attacked and lost. So things are looking good. So that is actually changing my strategy. As I mentioned, I was going to go ahead and swarm out over the island and then take the garrison. But I really hate putting groups of men all the way around and then leaving them there as I attack in. I just hate it. I hate it to pieces. It just, if I have to leave 20 guys on each of these territories, that's what, 140 guys on 7 territories. I guess it's 6 as I'm looking at it. So it's 120 guys that I can't attack in with. And, one thing that I've learned is this principle of overwhelming force is absolutely true. If you're going to make an attack with everything you have. Don't hold anything back unless you have some sort of strategic reason of sending in groups. We've talked about on my tips and tactics channel the idea that after 5 units, each additional unit is less powerful. Each one is less powerful. And that happens all the way up, I think, until 15. And then from 15 to 30, and then from 30 to 40. But then after 40, any additional infantry that you put into the stack don't do anything. They're just there for hit points. And you can think of it this way, that the 5 guys in front, and we say 5, but those are 5 units, 5 companies, right? So there could be 100 people in that company. But so the 5 front guys, they're close enough to the action to have full damage. And then the 10 behind them can shoot over the shoulders, but they're further away, they're less accurate, so they do less damage. And then the 25 behind them, same thing, until you get to past 40. Those guys are basically just all the way in the back. They can't shoot that far, and they're just waiting to take their place forward. There's nothing wrong with that because, again, you move in with a huge stack, then every round you're guaranteed to have, full potency with replacements coming in. All right, that's for that other video. Go look for tips and tactics, infantry mechanics. So what's happened here that has caused me to come back is finally my cannon have developed. My other 3 cannon have developed. When they get to, they're going to get to this territory first. And then when they get to here, I'm going to decide whether or not to attack in. So that's going to depend on a lot of things. It's going to depend on how much more infantry do I have. I'm hoping to have at least 40 more infantry that will develop in this region. And then one problem I keep having is that he keeps on running in guys. And that's just, the AI is so annoying that way. They keep on running in guys. Now, I'm not going to occupy this territory because I don't want this very powerful garrison to have another attack point. So because I'm not capturing these side territories, he can counterattack. So if I'm attacking in here, he can counterattack from here. So I will have to leave a few guys back here, but I don't have to leave guys in any other territories defensively. So what's happening? Another big thing I learned. So another big thing I learned is absolutely build level 2 factories immediately, because your cannon goes from a build time of 2 days to 1 day. Okay, so that is huge. In fact, I got fancy and built a tank here, but it's not time for tanks yet. I'm glad I thought about this. So let me just show you this. Artillery. Hold on here. Uh-oh. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. That's a factory level 2, fully built. And this should read 1 day. Let me see if it goes to 1 day up here. 1 day to, okay, it's still 2 days. That is pissing me off. It might be different in Dominion mode, but according to the stats that I saw on a table, this is giving me pause, because I've actually done this in other games, and level 2 factories did give me 1 day builds. So it might be different in Dominion mode. I mean, each mode is its own sort of little world. So I'm kind of glad I looked at that, because I was super excited. You can see I'm building level 2 factories in both of my others. So for now, the advantage is going to be building tanks. So let's just, again, I hope this doesn't waste a lot of money. No, good. I'm back to this. I'm going to go ahead and build a tank then. What the heck? If it was a level 2 and could build a cannon in 1 day, I would do it. But it looks like it's not going to let me have that advantage for this game mode. All right, that's all there is to it, guys. Once I get my 3 cannon forward, I'm going to readjust and think about this. My reasoning is this. If I can take the Tikrit garrison, then I will use all of these resources to fuel my conquering of this entire landmass. So rather than conquer the landmass and use it as fuel to attack in, I think I can get away with attacking in here. Then once I'm in here, I've got all this oil. Look at this oil, 15,000 per day. I love it. And then also I have, this is a pretty nice little thing here. I've got the energy here, big time energy from the oil. And then I've got building and food. Thank you very much. So what I'll do is I'll take this, I'll build it up, and then I'll use all the resources. I'll build factories on all 5 of these. And so I'll have mainland factory support. And I also went ahead and built a field factory over here. This territory, you can see it's 24%. This territory did get conquered by these jerkwads who ran in, but I had enough stuff around to come back in and take it back. I'm building up a level 2 factory because I used to think that gave me faster cannon development. But no matter what, it's still good. It's still good to be able to build those tanks. Tanks are beefy. They're really beefy units to be able to throw in with your infantry. But you can see another cannon is developing here. So soon I will have 8 cannon here and hopefully 140 to 180. That may be enough to attack. So I'll tell you what, when I'm ready to attack, I'll come back and do the next video. All right, guys, thanks for checking in. Adios, mi amigos.